A very good morning to one and all. My dear students, in our previous session, we discussed about we started with the letters, business letters. So, we will continue with that topic only today. Complaint letters are written by the supplier. This is after receiving the goods. Buyer verify the quality, quantity, price, etc. If there is any variation, and buyer will inform immediately to the suppliers by the writing complaint letters. Okay, so here the complaint letters or the claim letters both are same. Complaint letter and claim letter both are same. So complaint letter is delay in execution of order, variation in quality, quantity, wrong goods, sending, and variation in other terms and conditions. So it requires a great courtesy, sympathy, and patience. And this complaint letter should point out the error, mistake, and request for the correction by explaining the inconvenience caused, and at the same time goodwill should be maintained, as we already discussed this in our previous session. So continue with this. The following are the causes for the complaint letters. What are those? Delay in supply, change in quality, change in quantity, wrong goods, change in price, change in terms and conditions. Delay in supply. Assume that, for example, a receiver, that purchaser, he wanted goods within 2 days and he requested to send those goods within 2 days. But if and that time what happens? Supplier agrees also. He agreed to send those goods within 2 days. But if he fails to supply those goods in time, then that is also one of the cause of for the complaint. Change in quality. Assume that receiver, purchaser wanted 100 kg, the 100 kg rice with good quality, that for example assume that zira rice. Okay, so instead of 100, if he sent 105, or else if he sent only 95 kgs, that is with the less quality quantity and more quality, instead of sending the zira rice, if he sent sona masuri or any basmati rice, that is also he will not compromise. That is also cause for complaint. And the wrong goods, as I said just now only, instead of sending zira rice, if he sent basmati, that is wrong goods. Change in price. Assume that he agrees for the 80 rupees per kg. Okay, if he sent goods of rupees 90, he may convince that his goods are very good, this is rice are very good, but he wanted only 80 rupees kg ka rice. Okay, so change in terms and conditions. Terms and conditions include when to amount of payment, when to pay, how to pay. Okay, these all things, terms and conditions regarding insurance and all. Okay, everything it is includes. So change, delay in supply, change in quality, quantity, goods, change in price, change in terms and conditions, these are causes for the complaint letters. Okay, so next is the adjustment letters. What do you mean by the adjustment letters? So adjustment letters are these letters written by suppliers by explaining over the inconvenience and loss suffered by the customers. So these are the letters written by the suppliers by expressing over the inconvenience and loss suffered by the customers. The supplier has to attend to the complaints and with the interest, and try to find out the cause for the complaint, for cause for the problems. He should not react and discard the complaint, whether the mistake is on his part or that on others. So customer is uh, entitled to get reasonable settlement of them. Okay, so following a criteria may be adopted for adjustment policy, that is caveat policy. Let the buyer beware, the customer is always right, fair treatment to the customer. If it is not possible to adjust the complaint, the seller should write a letter politely indicating the reasons for refusing the adjustments. He can. Okay. So hints for writing adjustment letters are he should acknowledge their complaint letters, apology he should express, thank the customer, explain clearly the findings regarding the cause for the complaint, what was the problem, why it happens, when it happens, what was the reason for that. And next is never blame customers. Okay, so express that you are particular about the customer's convenience, satisfaction and goodwill. These are hints for writing the adjustment letters. Okay, so if the adjustment that goods are refused, the letter for refusal of adjustment. Okay, then what happened, how to write, point out the root causes of mistake and politely express your inability, suggest alternatives, convince the customer. Okay, express hope of continued with the business relations. Okay, when claim is granted, even if the customer is not fault, it should be pointed out that it is for establishing good relation. And expression of the regret of occurrence of the errors and sympathy for difficulty faced by the customers. My dear students, I hope you understand this. And if the seller is refusing the order, then this is like the hints how to write, and hints for writing the adjustment letter also we have discussed now. So complaint letters, adjustment letter. Complaint letter is written by the customer, adjustment letters are written by the supplier. So these letters written by the suppliers for customers, these letters are intended to convince the intimate how and in what way the complaint of the customer is resolved. And these letters are fully try to console the customers and express the concern for the inconvenience caused to the customer. So what does it mean? What does it mean? Adjustment letters are written by the suppliers to the customer by convincing him, by intimating him why those problems, whatever problems occurred, why it occurred, and what is the alternate solution for this. This is included in the adjustment letters. And the next one is good news and bad news. Good news and bad news. So here the good news means what? Not only here, in fact, all the letters either carry a good or bad news. In other cases, it would be common message. When a letter is intended to be identified as a good or a bad news, the impact would be very clear. The impact on receiver is the basis for such classification. So my dear students, what happened here? Not only personal letters but also the official letters can be classified on this, that they like good news letters and bad news letters. Good news and bad news. So good means what? Which is favorable for us, which is good for us. Okay, which makes us very happy. Okay, so here business organization have also got to write the letters that contain neither good nor bad news from the standpoint of the receiver. It may be announcement of change of office hours or premises, or the announcement of new product. Okay, so naturally here in a business also there is good news and bad news. So here the what is the good news letters? What are the good news letters? Good news letters which contains good messages or favorable information are the good uh, news letters. Okay, as its name is indicating, letter which has a positive message, good message, pleasant message, optimistic and hopeful information is called a good news letter. Okay, so letter that contain a good news or a good message or favorable information are good news letters, and it is based on the individual's impact. There is nothing as such that what is good to one should be good for all, right? So one, for one it may be good, for others it may not be good. So this is individualistic, we can say. Individualistic means our own view, our own approach, individual approach. The pleasantness depends upon the situation at the receiver's end, and the readers feels happy when one receives such letter. Okay, so the pleasant situation, which includes acceptance of the order, confirmation order, positive signs, promotion, declaration of bonus, dividends, okay, other benefits. Okay, so the here the good news letter is usually the easiest to write. It provides the positive news such as awarded contact and grants, job offers, information, and other requests. In a good news letters, you want to relate the news with high emphasis, which means as soon as you possibly can. Okay, so in such letter, you should open politely and positively, move directly, outline the terms, repeat your main point, close politely and positively. Okay, so good news is opening a new branch, opening new office, opening of a new business. Okay, so good news, whatever is good for that particular person, it is, as I said, it is individualistic. For one it may be very good, for them it is good news. For whom it is not good, for them it is bad news. Okay, so remaining, that is good news is there, and the next one is bad news letters. As its name is indicating, it is a letter of memo or email which conveys negative or bad information, which is likely to disappoint, upset, even anger a reader. And these are also called an negative message, indirect messages. Okay, so indirect messages, bad newsletters, these are just opposite to the good newsletters. These are called bad because the receiver feels bad when he or she reads the content of it. When you feel bad, it is bad news for us. When you read this letter, they read the letter, when you feel bad, then that is bad. Okay, both convey the same messages, but the level of negative feeling in both the cases is quite different. Okay, so bad news may be unfavorable reply or unfavorable unsolicited message, generally we can say, which disappoint the people, which disappoint the persons. On the other hand, announcement of bad news would be called unfavorable messages. Okay, so bad news messages, as I said, it includes rejection, negative evaluation, and announcements of policy changes that don't benefit to the readers. As you know, the no or bad news letters constructing the bad news letter is a bit trickier. Okay, so there may be 5 goals, like to inform the bad news, to get the acceptance for it, maintain the goodwill, to succeed, to stop further communication with regards to the same matter. There may be 5 goals in delivering bad news. Okay, so here this is about the bad news and good news. Very simply we can say in simple words, good news is which gives a positive message, where if reader feels very good, if he happy with by reading that letter, that is good news. If a reader is unpleasant, unhappy by reading the letter, which is not favorable and which is not good for him, That is bad news. Okay. I hope you understand this. We'll continue in the next session. Thank you. Hello.